Spider fans rejoice, for we have been blessed with a bountiful harvest of Spider people. Yes, the first trailer for Across the Spider-Verse has dropped, and while half of the trailer is a kind of needless recap of the last film, the other half is wall-to-wall web-crawling action. A variable arachnofrenzy of menaces. A web-swinging gaggle of, I don't know why I'm still trying to make this joke work. You saw the thumbnail. Today, we want to break down every single Spider-Man and Spider suit that we could identify in the trailer, and trust me, it's a lot. Now, keep in mind, this isn't a comic origins or complete history video, but if there are characters you want us to break down, feel free to drop a comment down below. We already know that there are a ton of Spider variants getting major attention online, so it would be really fun to recap those ones. So let's go ahead and skip past the extra jokes and signature long-winded key issues intro and get right into the main Spider cast. Obviously, the stars of the film are returning, being Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen herself, Gwen Stacy, aka Ghost Spider, aka Spider-Woman. The other major characters that we see in the first teaser trailer are Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman, and one of my personal favorite alternate Spider people, Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara. Now, we also know that Spider-Punk, aka Hobie Brown, is also in the film and sure to be a fan favorite. He is super popular in the comics and he just got his own standalone series, so that's really cool. We also know returning from the first film is Peter B. Parker, and we've just recently got the first look at his daughter, Mayday. Additionally, we have promo material for Spider-Man India, Pavitar Prabhakar. Now, keep in mind as we go through this trailer, we can't see every single Spider-Man clear enough to be able to tell who it is, and undoubtedly there are some Spider-Man that may be adapted, changed up, or remixed for this film. Also, some of these are just classic suits that Spider-Man wore throughout comic history, so for the purposes of these films, it may just be an alternate universe where Spider-Man rocks that specific suit. So when I say that it's a specific suit rather than a specific universe's Spider-Man, it's because a lot of these suits come from the main 616 comic universe. So it's possible that these Spider-Men or women come from a universe where these storylines occurred instead of assuming that all of them happened to one Spider-Person. In the first shot here, we already have some great Spider-Man. First off, we have what appears to be a Spider-Man from the 90s animated series, as well as a possible version of Spider-Man's Velocity suit, which is a Gamerverse tie-in comic. The other Spider people in the back are way too granulated, even in major HD, for me to tell who they might be. As the shot pans out, though, we get more Spider people, including the goated PS4 Spider-Man walking with a younger Spider-Man who looks a lot like Miles Morales from the PlayStation universe as well, wearing an alternate upgraded suit from his own independent game. It would be crazy to think that we won't see at least one alternate version of Miles Morales, right? Now sitting down, we see a version of Spider-Man's Mark II spider armor. I can't tell what version of Spider-Man he's sitting next to. I tried, but it looks too unique to pin down. We also see what looks like a female Spider-Man that is possibly Mayday Parker, aka Spider-Girl. Now some have speculated that this isn't Mayday, and that's okay, but keep in mind that there are alternate versions of Mayday Parker with variations of her suit as well. We also see armor that is reminiscent of the future Foundation Spider-Man suit, and we see an all-red suit similar to the alternate version of Scarlet Spider. The yellow suit Spider-Man is possibly an alternate version of Peter Parker from Earth TRN 843, where Spider-Man is brainwashed and actually works for AIM. Continuing as the shot pans out, we see a few other welcome faces. First up top, we see Spider-Man from the Mangaverse, who's featured actually a ton in this trailer, so you might see him pop up elsewhere as we go. Right in the middle of the frame, we see a Spider-Man that looks a lot like Spider-Cop, but a bit toned down in appearance, maybe Spider Security Guard or Spider Mall Cop. Next to him is Spinneret and Spiderling, which is Mary Jane and her daughter from the Renew Your Vows series. We next see a female Spider-Person who appears to be in steampunk spider armor, which is most likely Maybelle Riley, aka Spider-Lady. We have multiple white suit Spider people, which could be variations of the Battleworld suit from Earth 91240, as well as a suit seen in Amazing Fantasy issue 1000 from an alternate unknown universe Peter Parker. A couple of other Spider-Man here that I'm not quite sure about, so let me know if you can ID any of those below as well. Continuing to pull out in the frame, we see one of the most goated suits of all time, the bombastic Bagman. We also see Werewolf Spider-Man, aka Spider-Wolf, and in the upper corner in all yellow we can see another suit that could possibly be from Amazing Fantasy issue 1000. That's another variation of Peter's suit, but in all yellowish gold. Now, we do get a shot here of Captain Spider, but we'll get a better shot of him in a minute, so let's move on. And that's pretty much everybody I can tell in that scene. Now, we will get some sappy shots of Miles talking to his mom here before we get into a gigantic mashup of action. In the next shot, we can clearly see another fan favorite, the Superior Spider-Man, aka Otto Octavius. Near him looks like a form of the corrupted Peter Parker wearing a symbiote suit from Spider-Man Spider's Shadow. We also see Miles collide with a 6-armed version of a Spider-Person. Some people have said that this is a Spider-Man, but to me it looks like a Spider-Woman. But I'm gonna be honest with you, there are a ton of multi-armed Spider-Man and women in the Spider-Verse, so it could be any one of them. Move forward a few frames and you can see a version of the Spider Armor Mark I that first debuted in Web of Spider-Man 100. You can also see another Spider-Man crashing into them that looks identical to the Fortnite Spider-Man suit, aka Zero War. And we also see Spider-Man in a business suit crash into them as they fall, which is possibly Mr. Spider-Man, when Spider-Man was a teacher during Spider-Man and the X-Men. The next scene is absolute chaos as we see Miles being chased across a bridge by so many spider people that it'll make your head spin. A lot of these characters are reused from earlier scenes in the trailer. Some of the obvious standouts are a much better shot of the Neversoft Spider-Man from Spider-Man 1 on PlayStation. We also see Spider-Man from Earth X. We see a version of Scarlet Spider-Man that very nearly looks like Kane Parker. We also see what looks like another version of Spider-Woman. In the background, we also see the amazing Spider-Monkey, and if that doesn't make you excited, then I'm sorry that you hate fun. Across the bridge, we see a much better shot of Captain Spider charging at Miles, and we see what looks like a Spider-Gwen variant, or this could possibly be another alternate Spider-Woman version named Erin Haskell. In the next scene, we see Miles being chased upwards by a pack of additional spider people. Some look new, others are definitely recycled from the previous scene. We see another fan favorite, Spider-Man from Spider-Man Unlimited, that got a ton of people excited, which I don't understand because that show is not good. Now, we know for sure that Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, is in this film. We didn't get a clear shot of him, but it's possible that one of these Spider-Man variants here, including this one, is actually that Scarlet Spider, but it's kind of hard to tell because usually he has the hoodie on. Now, the last one that I could see in here was possibly Spider-Man Beyond, but after that, there's just a bunch of different color-swapped versions of Spider-Man that, even after significant amounts of research, I couldn't really find similar suits or alternate universe versions of. So if you know them, feel free to sound off in the comments. And that is every alternate Spider-Man or alternate Spider suit that we could find in this trailer. If you guys found more, feel free to drop a comment below and let us know what you think and where you found it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and do all that other junk that YouTubers ask you to do. This has been Nick with Key Issues, and remember the motto, Spider-Man over everything.